You're in your own world.
Hey guys, what's up?
Whoa, already that quick?
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Guys, it's the 200th podcast.
It's a big deal. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. What's you guys'
Favorite memory episode?
Don't feel like watching movies, so I'll watch people guess them instead. I don't know how it goes, I think it starts with your show.
Favorite episode?
137.
122.
Okay. Yourself?
4. Man.
60.
I really don't think we hit our stride till episode
Wasn't there like
4.
the episode 9 was like the greatest episode?
Episode 9 might
Episode
still be.
9.
Episode 9 was the crazy one.
Okay.
In lieu of this being the 200th episode, Heather actually bought a bunch of those like confetti poppers. And we didn't use them for the birthday, so I was like, let me use those on the podcast. And she's like, great. So I had this great plan, and I forgot them.
I was going to say, you kind of blew our chance.
That's
That
really
was our
sweet of her.
moment.
So on
And
3,
I think
wait, everybody get their mime poppers out.
I blame Heather for this. If this episode's bad, it's Heather's fault. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed.
It goes for every
but
episode.
yeah, I think that's true, in some way or another. I'm just kidding. I don't know if that's true or not.
I think
We
it's
could
not
probably
true.
quantify a lot, but I
Yeah.
think we all could
Yeah.
with ours and our own. But welcome to the Valleycast. You may notice that this room's a little different.
A
Yeah.
little diff.
This is.
We got robbed.
We got robbed. The office burnt down.
And we're
we saved
making
all this
do.
stuff.
That's all we could salvage.
Wait, we
were
told
able
people
to-
already what happened.
Yeah.
So we're in the new one. Yes, Joe, go ahead. What
Sorry, no, I was making
are
that
you
thing up.
trying to get the animal?
There you go.
That's
I hope
fun.
you can pick that up.
That's really fun. We'll talk about that in a sec. But we're in a new space here. We're at the old Zaragoza, the EZU studio.
Wow.
Yep. Here in England.
That's right, here in London,
Yeah.
England.
Right.
My grandfather owned a flat here, and
Never gave it up. That was the smartest thing he ever did. He could have sold it, made a lot of money, but he kept it in the family.
Damn.
He did keep it in the family, and that's something I'm really thankful for because I get to use it, and you guys get to stay here as long as you want. You guys are going to be wintering with me here in London.
Is
The
that grandpa
ghosts are
still
great.
alive?
The
Is he still alive?
Ghosts don't die, Kevin.
Oh.
Steve, are you just messing with Joe's audio?
What are you talking about?
I feel like I'm still. Am I still?
He's going
loud?
down so low where,
I think-
where I'm ignoring him.
Here's what's happening. I think what's happening is we all have different kinds of headphones, and some people
yeah,
sound a
this
little
is-
lower
yeah.
than others.
Interesting.
And so for me, being like the master headset who's in control
Always
of
the master
volume
headset
here,
Master
guy.
headset.
I mean, sorry, you guys want to run the show? You fucking do it.
Very universalist approach.
I look.
Most things are
trust
relative.
me. I would rather just do the show and not worry about our audio levels. It would be great. It's an element of the show that truly kind of sucks, especially when it becomes a part of the show and it's like I can't hear myself. I can't hear my dad.
I mean, I like to hear myself.
And I never heard
I
you
like
say
to hear
anything
him. I like
about
to
your
hear
dad.
Joe.
I've never liked to hear my dad. I'm just kidding. I love
Shout
my
out to Dad.
I love my dad very much. He's great. I love to hear him.
He's not going to listen to this. You don't have to do that.
No, absolutely not. My mom will.
Mom
though.
will.
My mom will.
Does your mom listen to the podcast?
Oh,
Does
yeah.
she listen
My
to
mom
Valleycast too,
My
or
mom
just
listens
DB?
to everything, dude.
Oh, wow.
It does blow my mind when my dad will have a casual conversation, then he'll bring up like I was watching your podcast, and then he doesn't realize that not every video on the internet is a podcast, and he's talking
yeah.
about. And in that podcast, you were running around like Batman.
Oh no.
Could be. I saw you in an animated GIF. You and your friends were talking about porn or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom was like, that Ben Franklin idea is really good. You should write it down and then send it to yourself in the mail.
No, that's good
Oh.
copyright. Yeah,
Yeah, that way
Old
you've
school copyright.
got it. And I was like, well, Mom, I recorded it. It's in the internet now. Like,
You have
I
to-
have proof.
You have to download the podcast onto a
And then
file
send
and
that
then mail
in.
it. Yeah.
Mail that. Anyway, so welcome to the show, guys. So we're here, and we haven't seen each other for a little bit. Last episode was remote.
That's
It was
right.
remote.
And then
You guys
all
even
the
haven't.
episodes before that were
Were like-
all in the can.
Yeah.
As they say.
Sorry.
They were pre-recorded episodes. No, that's okay, Elliot. Actually, I think it was really good because it
Yeah.
gave us a moment. I think we talked about this already in the last one, but it gave us a moment to kind of decompress and have our own kind of like
Transitions are hard.
yeah. It was an emotionally strange time this whole year, and leaving that office, that Valley Folk office, it was bittersweet. And so we kind of just like the fact that we recorded a bunch of podcast episodes and then got
Helped
to like
with your processing. Of
I
the-
think so, yeah. So
Yeah.
don't apologize for not being around.
No, I just
because-
meant the lying.
Oh yeah, sorry about the lying. Yeah, well, yeah. We'll
I just
never
meant
apologize
presenting
for lying.
a product different than the
Lying
truth of
keeps things interesting.
it. It does.
That's what I say in my marriage that's going fine.
Yeah, we love it.
It's the 200th episode.
It's crazy.
It is the 200th episode.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to reflect on a podcast that I largely don't remember recording.
200
No.
episodes, and the craziest thing is that, unless I'm wrong, and I do not think I am, never missed a week. It
Wow.
has gone 200 weeks straight.
Yeah. When you are contractually
Yeah, I don't think I've ever missed a
obligated.
week
Yeah.
in my life. I've never missed a week of anything.
It also speaks to the fact that, yeah, we've always been able to do it even when we've been able to have flexible
When,
lives.
when
Yeah.
the going gets
You
tough,
know?
they say.
We've been
Yeah.
able to, yeah.
Bunch of great
ebb and
guests.
flow, so thank you,
Yeah.
folks, for listening
Yeah.
and watching, because it's been a very wonderful process, and this is our last one.
200.
But
you.
the reason why
We
I bring
told
it
you.
up is because this is now the first time that the four of us are in a room again together since we said goodbye to the Valley Folk office, kinda. We've seen each other kind of individually,
Yeah.
and
Out and
such,
about,
but
yeah.
assembled as the Valley Folk, it has been quite a bit of time. So this is going to be kind of like a catch-up episode. Like, what have you guys been up to? You know, Kevin, what have you been up to? You weren't on.
I wasn't
the
on
remote
last
one.
time. No.
Yeah, so we don't know what the fuck you've been up to. You little
Ah.
What was
Yeah.
that about?
Yeah,
I'm
what
a
was
sneak.
that? What was that about?
I think I was actually working on other stuff.
He's a busy boy.
So we're
Yeah.
no longer a priority. Is what you're saying.
You can
Exactly.
say that
Let's
next
talk
time.
about this.
Kevin went through double transitions, like work transition, and the lady came.
Yeah.
Sexual
In
trend.
LA.
Oh, yeah.
as well.
Sexually.
I'm a woman.
I was going to let him
Different
bring that up.
Sorry. And she came to us and said that. No, I'm sorry.
You should have kept going.
I could see Steve's his wheels were turning, but then like I could
He
saw
wanted
piece of
it,
like the
yeah.
rock come in and
Well,
like
'cause
stop the cog, and he's like,
yeah.
no, no,
The
no, no.
older
Do you think
I get,
I'm uncomfortable with it, or do you think
no,
the
it's
audience?
just that it's in my old age I realized that these things could really go south fast. And
Yeah.
this topic is one that we need to be kind of careful messing around with.
Sans jokes.
Well, I think it's like, I'm of the belief that,
What are you talking about?
well, because
And why?
did you miss the joke? Well,
I know I heard.
Well,
the
Kevin
joke.
was like, why
I just don't know why we wouldn't immediately move past it so quickly.
because Kevin asked.
I
He
did
was
ask.
like, why
Okay.
are
I
we...
said it. Yeah.
Why would you ask?
Well, because
Kevin,
I
why
couldn't tell.
why you burning the new office?
Because
I
I
wanted
want,
to know why I was
well, I
dumping
wanted,
myself.
I wanted you to go through with it, and yeah, I wanted,
Yeah,
I
okay,
was,
because
That's all I need. Okay, proceed.
Yeah, I don't really trust myself to
Okay,
not go
and that's
somewhere
how-
that would be to make you guys laugh, and that's sometimes things that don't belong on
Right.
the internet.
So there's been a lot of transitions happening.
Yes, there has been a lot of transitions happening. But yeah, even if you listen to the last episode of this show, you kind of heard what we were up to a little bit. But
Joe's rocking what he's been up to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm working
but
at 100 Thieves. Yeah.
yeah.
They make you do that, huh?
They make you wear the.
It's the
Everywhere.
comfiest damn
You know
t-shirt
what?
I've ever
I would
had.
join you
Yeah.
in this ribbing, Elliot. Truly.
If his job didn't depend on
If his job didn't depend on and he asked, he
actually
begged
not-
me.
I didn't even for a second consider like it would be a thing. I was like,
Joe
this is the
pulled
comfiest
me-
thing I ever
Yeah,
read.
it looks super comfortable.
Joe pulled me out onto the balcony and said, "Please don't talk about my one of the Thieves sweater."
You look good in it. It
No,
looks
no.
good.
So the 100 Thieves clothing is really good.
It is. Yeah.
It's
high-end.
super high end stuff.
Comfy stuff.
Um,
Have you had some?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got a few things.
Yeah.
and I like them a lot.
They're
And
very
you
good
get
at
me.
it. Yeah, I got one for you. You want one? I know what you mean. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you.
Awesome.
Damn, dude.
Yeah,
Making
it's
deals,
good stuff.
baby.
It's
The grind never
very good.
stops. The grind never
And-
stops.
I remember going in for something, and then they loaded me up with some cool stuff. And some of the people that work there came over and were like, "What did they give you? Like, I want to see."
Yeah.
Like, it's very it's like
People want
very wanted
Yeah.
stuff, high end stuff.
Yeah, I had to do a knife fight to get this. It
Yeah.
was a white sweater.
Now it's covered in your enemy's blood.
Nice.
But yeah, man. So so I think we talked a little bit about like kind of those changes and stuff. But like, I guess we could kind of catch up with Kevin. Like, what have you been up to since we
Well-
destroyed your dreams and shattered your future?
I mean, speaking of 100 Thieves, that's what.
Oh man.
It's over.
Where-
No, I've been doing. I'm pretty much freelancing now.
Tight.
But 100 Thieves is somebody who I've been doing a couple edits for.
Yeah, what up, Hump?
Yeah. Right.
We're having a good
Grind
time.
never stops. Grind never stops.
But yeah, I love that. And you're a very talented boy. I had no worry that you weren't gonna find some cool shit to do.
Yeah, and also with Smosh, which is also another Joe.
Your buddy was
Yeah, it was a buddy.
Yeah, these are good.
He also makes sweet love to my wife because
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah,
So- What if that was our secret handshake we did in public? Like, dude, what's up? And you just lick your hand, your fist a lot, and then you bump.
Like a cat.
That's cool, man. But we also like went to Disneyland
Yeah.
together recently, which
I mean,
was really cool.
You should talk about that. Why'd you guys go?
What's your favorite part about it?
Yes,
well,
all of
our
that.
young friend Nicholas Hamilton,
Who?
he's this Australian kid that comes around sometimes. He's
part of One Direction.
Yeah.
Wonder. Okay.
Yeah, he was on One Direction.
Okay.
He was on Stranger Things or something.
Okay.
But he lived in LA for a bit and then moved away and then came back and then was like, I'm moving to New York now.
Just
Yeah.
because, like, you got
Just because he's a 21-year-old, I don't know, he's like 21, 22 or something.
21.
He's a super young kid, and he's just like, I have the freedom to kind of live wherever the fuck I want. You know, not to air out his personal shit.
He's gonna
but
have
his
a New
reasons.
York era.
He's
Yeah.
doing his New York
Smart.
days, and he was like, the whole time I lived here in LA, I never went to Disneyland, and we talked about going to Disneyland together, and so did Kevin and
Yes.
I, and we all talked about kind of doing a thing. It happened so fast, and we just like before I knew it, we all had tickets to Disneyland, and
It did.
and then we were going to Disneyland, and so we went, and we had
Was
such a
this
good time.
Both of your first times since the
Yeah,
shutdown?
since COVID.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Woozy,
I
busy,
went
Yeah,
like right
that's-
before. I went like a couple weeks before everything locked down.
but
So it
yeah,
was like
but it's
right
been,
before.
been a
it,
time.
Yeah.
I went in December of
So
2019.
close.
yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you guys like? What was it like? Was it magical?
It was.
It's all
It was
Halloweened up,
great.
too,
like I
right?
mean, overall, it was great. It was Christmas themed.
It was, yeah, the Christmas stuff is up.
Yeah.
It's,
Oh,
they're ready.
baby.
They're out there. And
Like,
it was magical, man. It
Yeah,
was
I really
beautiful.
wouldn't say it was any like worse, other than
you
the
know,
fact
it's
that
the mask thing sucked.
the mask thing sucks a little bit, but not. I'm so used to that now. It didn't ruin
This
it.
is where I'm at with the mask thing. And I think this isn't a hot take or anything. I'm sure you've heard people talk about it this way. But my thing is like, the mask thing, like, plenty of people at this point have now gotten, like, COVID boosters even.
Yeah.
Like, we are, like, a lot of people are doing the very protected method of getting through this thing by getting their vaccinations.
A lot of people in our region, especially.
Yeah, so it feels like to me the mask thing is like it's time to like scale it back a little bit, maybe.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe
Outside or inside?
I don't.
Well, it was outside. You didn't have to wear it. It was
Outside
only
you
inside.
didn't have to wear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it was like walk into a shop, you got to put it
That-
on.
yeah.
Walk onto a ride, you got to put it on. Like you got to wear them on the rides and stuff. And it's like, look, who gives a shit, right? Like we're saving lives, whatever. But it's like I've been like boosted and fucking I had COVID, so I have like all the antibodies and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm just like I'm not gonna give.
You took the horse pills?
Like I'm good. Yeah, I took the horse.
Ivermectin.
Yeah. I felt I don't know. That was like kind of the worst part about it. Only because like, you know, I love Disneyland so much and I don't want that experience to be tainted by this fucking horrible thing.
The
Yeah.
worst part of me
It's
was
like when
the
I was
reservations.
in Vegas. It felt the same way in Vegas.
Right?
It's like I go to Vegas to look at people.
Yeah.
And it's hard. I can't get a
True.
read on
Yeah.
how horrible they are if
Right.
they're wearing a mask.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I
That
can't
sucks.
tell
That's
who's
a real
saying
thing.
what. Yeah, no, it's true. It just changes things, and it feels like we're making amazing progress with like,
Yeah.
COVID.
I would
in
just
general.
We're getting there.
I would say that it wouldn't deter me from going, or wouldn't deter anybody
No,
else
no,
from going.
no.
Like, it doesn't ruin the
I
fun.
wouldn't say don't go
Yeah.
because of it.
Yeah.
How did Nick respond? What was Nick's favorite
Oh, Nick
part?
loved it.
Nick, like, he just was wanting to
didn't
do
care,
everything, and then it
Were
loved
you guys park
everything.
hopping or
So-
just
so-
Disneyland?
Park hopping.
You
So he's never
motherfuckers
been to
park
any Disneyland?
He
He's
said
never
when he
been
was
to
like
any
10.
Disney-
He was like a very young,
Okay,
young
okay.
child.
I see.
He didn't
Interesting.
remember anything, so it might as well had not
Cool.
gone. Yeah.
Wow. Imagine.
It
what
was,
a world.
dude. It's such a magical thing when you go to Disneyland with someone who hasn't gone
Yeah.
or hasn't been in a really long time, because it's like you're living through their excitement
Yeah.
of all the new
But
shit.
also, all of us were experiencing new stuff that we had never experienced before.
Yeah,
which
dude,
was
it
very
was
cool.
tight.
Yeah.
Because you didn't. Had you done? The
I hadn't
Star
seen the
Wars
new
yet?
Star Wars. I hadn't seen the Marvel Avengers campus thing, which was
Oh,
really
definitely
cool.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
either of those things. Have you seen the Star Wars?
No, I haven't been since Star Wars or Marvel or anything.
Oh,
I haven't been in
man.
like 5 years, 6 years maybe.
No
I mean,
way.
I think
It's been a
Have
really
you
long
seen
time.
Star Wars, Joe?
Yeah.
No, no, sir.
Yeah,
think
when you
we're-
guys see Star Wars, it's because
You know,
I'm not
I'll
even
lose
like,
my mind. I'm almost too. I'm too. I think I might freak out.
yeah.
it's
It might
like
be too much.
Even for not huge Star Wars fans, it's very cool.
No,
Because I mean, like, I
yeah.
love the movies, but I'm not a hardcore fan, and I was just
no, but if
you're
I
blown
walk
away.
and see the Millennium Falcon
Yeah.
in real size,
I mean, that's
I'm gonna
the
lose
thing,
my
dude.
mind.
Yeah.
Like, for me, it was like you know how much I love Disneyland. I talk about it so much, and it's like going into the park felt like going home again. Like, kind of
Yeah.
like, and that was a really emotional experience. Like, I never actually cried, but I got pretty close, especially on that fucking new Star Wars ride, man. Because
You
it
guys,
just for
it's-
me, it was like. Even Mike
Rise of
Falzone
the
went on it.
Resistance?
Yeah.
Rise of the Resistance.
It's
yeah.
magic.
Does he not do? Is he not a ride guy?
He just doesn't go to Disneyland. He's just like he's doing his thing. He doesn't care too much about Disneyland.
Like
he
a
was
real
blown
adult.
away.
Like a real adult, exactly. Right.
He doesn't care about this stuff.
Exactly. Like most adults. And but he loved it, and I was just like, man, when am I ever gonna get to fucking go on this ride? And then we went through the incredibly complex
See,
process.
that was the
of
worst
fucking
part for me.
booking it. Yeah.
Is
'cause-
trying to figure
have to
that
book
out.
it.
well, because now
You
I
have
want to
to,
get
like-
my mom on the ride, and it's like now I gotta do that.
Your
again.
mom was there?
No, I said I want to get my mom on the
Oh,
ride
okay.
now. Yeah, like
That's
I
good.
want to. Like, and I think about like
It's
families.
like you got to get there early, then you got to sign up on an app.
So
and then
there's
you gotta,
two
There's
chances.
Yeah,
though.
2 chances
Yeah.
at 7 a.m. and 12 p.m.
Yeah.
And then you have to like be the first person, pretty much with the
And
fastest internet to click it.
The simplest way to explain it is there's a Disneyland app, and if you're with like 5 people, you have to have all 5 of those people linked to your app. So you get all their pass numbers,
Jesus.
their
Ticket
ticket
numbers.
numbers.
This is what
you
I mean.
add
This
them
is what-
into a thing, and then you go join virtual line for Star Wars, and then you just refresh the fucking page at like 6:59 a.m. and you're like, oh god, am I gonna fucking go on this ride today? And then at 7 a.m. it tells you whether you got a thing or not.
Which the best feeling that you had all day is when it said you got reservations
Which
for the
wasn't
ride.
Yes,
until the
because
second
at 7
time.
a.m. it didn't work, and we were like, and I was kind of like, fuck, if we
Yeah.
don't get to go on this fucking ride today, I was like, I'm gonna be bummed, but we're gonna make the most of this day. We're gonna have a great time anyway. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
Like, I'll ride it at some
But
point.
still, that speed bump didn't feel good.
No, it
No.
was awful. And by the way, Indiana Jones was closed.
Closed.
Oh, it's
I know.
closed, guys.
Indiana's closed.
Indiana closed. Indiana closed.
It's a perfect pun.
And the temple
fits
of
perfectly.
locked away. The temple of locked
The temple
doors.
of not
The
open.
temple of not open.
The temple
And-
of looks like
Thunder-
we're going to the tiki room.
But what were you saying?
Thunder Mountain was closed too, even though you wouldn't have rode that one.
I would not.
But
Yeah,
that one
that's
was
so
closed. That's a
fun.
great one. I know.
Well,
Great,
whatever.
great, classic,
Anyway,
great.
so we did the noon one, and we
Wow,
were in.
Steve really brushed past the Thunder
Oh
Mountain
yeah,
thing.
right
I
away.
mean, I've talked about it a million times.
He
I've
moved.
talked about it a million
He's not a
times.
fan.
Not
He doesn't like
We
the
can
Big
talk
Bang.
about it.
We know.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear you go into it.
So anyway, we were in Star Wars Land, and we tried for the 12 o'clock one, and it happened, and we all freaked out.
Did
We
you
were
like-
so
like-
happy?
Perfect time.
You probably are walking. You see other groups probably.
Oh, yeah,
getting
there were
crushed
people
and
all
other
around
people
us.
going, yeah,
Dude, and there was this older couple, and they're like, "Are you guys doing the app thing?" And we were like, "Yeah, we're trying." And she's like, "We don't really know what we're doing. And I was like,
Too
dude,
bad.
I don't have time to help you right now, ma'am. This is important. This is the
Yeah,
last
I'm
chance,
sorry.
okay? Like, for me, I need to do this.
My son was Chewbacca.
my son. Yeah. He'll never come back
We're the
again.
Mayhews. We're ancient.
Sorry, they should have taught you how. But anyway,
Ellie got it. I
Ellie-
remember she
Ellie
sent me
got it,
the picture of everybody's linked.
It's so exciting. And then so it tells you to come back at a certain time. It's not right away. It tells you come back in like 2 hours
Yeah.
or
Right.
something. And then you'll have like a designated like time window.
It does seem a little bit like a nightmare.
It's a nightmare. But the alternative is even worse, dude.
Standing
Which
in
is
line
that
for
you're not
10
in Star
hours.
Wars land.
The alternative
Yeah.
The alternative is you're waiting in a line for like 6 hours, probably.
Yeah.
It would stretch outside of Star Wars land. It would wrap
But
around
this is like
Main Street.
this is a technological like
It's
wonder, right?
one of the greatest rides ever
Yeah.
created.
Wow.
Also, we were talking about like if they could figure out a better way to figure out that system because it seemed like hell. But then we were thinking about how it's Disneyland, and they
Yeah,
probably
they
tested
pour
this
money into
out
this.
so much to make
Yeah.
this the best way to
the
do
only
it.
other
even though it
solution was
sucks.
to make 3 other like clones of the ride and have them all
Yeah, all
operating
going.
at the same time.
Yeah.
Right.
I heard that it took them about 5 years from design to completion to build that ride.
Yeah.
Makes
and if
sense.
you think about how long it takes to make a movie, which is about what, 2 years?
Depending on the movie, sometimes quicker, sometimes longer.
Yeah, if you're 2 years, 5 years is a long time, and you're
Mm-hmm.
making, and it's an hour and a half to 2.5 hours for the movie. But these rides are what, 5 minutes?
Yeah, tops.
It's the amount of detail and work that they put into it just seems like the coolest.
Yep.
Coolest thing.
Yeah, it's like, dude, it's such an incredible.
Still recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's such an incredible thing. Yeah, it just from when you see it, it's amazing. But when you back out to all the other layers of
Yeah.
it, your mind gets blown because it truly is like
Cool.
making a movie that will last forever that
Yeah.
people can ride on and be a part of.
I mean, how much
Timeless.
of you guys do
Yeah.
you want to know?
I don't want to know.
I don't wanna
nothing.
know.
I
I
don't
don't
want
wanna
you
know.
guys to know
Yeah.
anything, but what I want you to know from a technological standpoint is that the reason why it's such an amazing ride is because it blends like 5 different ride technologies
Yeah.
into one.
I don't wanna hear-
And they're all
Yeah.
perfectly
So cool.
executed. And it's just
Spectacle.
and it never stops from the second you get into the line to the second you get off the ride. It just never stops. It's
Of you just being like, what is happening?
yeah,
This is amazing.
Yeah,
That's gonna really suck when that ride starts to Indiana Jones it all over the place.
I know when they start when some
Indiana
things
closed.
break and things like that, and they stop.
Too much going on.
I know.
That's why you
need
just keep me
to-
on my midway
Uh-oh.
madness
Hold on.
when I'm shooting at the screen. That's the technological wonder
Right,
that I'm
right.
talking about.
Well, speaking,
Remind me that we need to go to Disneyland.
yeah, as soon as possible.
For real this time. And no, I don't care if you
Is it a
quote
text or a note?
don't care about Disney because you grew up in Jersey. That's not my problem. I
grew up in Florida.
near Orlando, and therefore you owe it to me. Send. Okay, beautiful.
Yes.
P.S.
Yeah. P.S.
I was fucking goofy.
I was fucking
Oh,
goofy.
wow.
I
was
get to go to
fucking
Star
goofy.
Wars Land now.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
wait. When I wasn't
No,
fucking
wait.
goofy.
Wait. No, I was friends
I
with
wa-
Goofy.
I was friends
There
with
you go.
Goofy. Hyphen, you know what I mean.
You know what I mean.
And I'm not gonna say it again.
I'm not gonna say it again.
Hiya, hiya.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Sorry, let me.
Yeah. Okay, so anyway, magical shit. Go on that ride, please.
I can't
at
wait.
all costs. So and then we went to Marvel's campus.
Yeah.
Which I also know nothing about. I don't
It
know
was-
what
Neither
they've
did I.
changed.
Yeah.
It was okay,
It's
I guess.
just Marvel,
They're
Marvel,
just
Marvel.
playing the Marvel music on a loop all around you, and I guess
And
that's
Marvel
kind
characters
of exciting.
walk around.
They walk
Except
around.
they're 40 miles
Well, some
above
of them.
you.
Sometimes they're on buildings.
Yeah. But Thor will come out and wave at people, and Captain America will be there and shit. And they had this little Doctor Strange show, which was like pretty dumb.
But
was
Steve
like-
befriended one of the workers there, and we got like an inside
This guy
scoop.
really liked me for some reason, and he was like showing us all around this like Doctor Strange thing, and then he was like, if you come back at like 7:45 or 8:45, I'll get you guys into this like
come
Doctor
find
Strange
me.
show.
Come find me.
Yeah, so he got us into this Doctor Strange show, and it was fine. It was like
Man.
the coolest thing about it was when the show starts, this like these
Yeah,
temple
yeah.
doors open. And then you see like the inside of this like temple, but then all of a sudden like that Doctor Strange ring like opens up, and then he backs out of it, and
that's
then
cool.
he's doing like all these moves, and there's like this big battle happening in the ring or whatever, and then he like closes
Closes
it
it.
up,
Yeah.
and then all the smoke comes out, and then he turns around, and it's like everyone claps, and it was like kind of a cool.
And then
Yeah.
he takes out
Thing.
a ventriloquist dummy.
Yeah, and he goes, "Watch me drink this water when I say kumbaya." No, but he does a lot of that. What's it called? Mentalism? Or
Yeah,
something?
well, he does like magic. It's
It's
pretty
not
much a
even
magic, show. I mean,
it's,
yeah.
It's like it's mental. What's it called?
Mesmerism.
Mesmerism. What is it, Elliot? Where it's like,
Mentalism, I think it's called.
is it
Mentalism
Do you know what I'm
sounds about
talking
right.
about?
Being a
It's-
mentalist.
There's these.
Yeah.
There's
It's not
these,
hypnosis.
There's these YouTube videos where they'll teach you how to like. I'm thinking of a number between
Yeah.
whatever, and
Yeah,
they'll teach
there
you
we
how
go.
to get most
Yeah.
people to guess. Like,
Yeah.
it was basically that, but with Doctor Strange.
That stuff's so crazy.
So that part was whatever. Then we went to the fucking test kitchen, the fucking
Oh,
Ant-Man.
yeah. The Ant-Man food place, which is like
place.
they make a bunch of stuff that is either super tiny or like
Or super
big
huge.
to kind of like
All
mess
right.
around. Like they have.
Elliot, get your phone
That
out.
sounds like the.
Get your.
Also,
They have a chicken sandwich that the bun is like super tiny,
The
and
bun
then the
is tiny
chicken
and the
is
chicken's
giant.
huge. Yeah.
oh,
Yeah, and then there's a pretzel that's like like unbelievably big.
Wow.
Like, and you all
And
share
real.
it. And it's real, yeah, and you can eat it. It's really cool.
now that's amazing.
That was like the coolest thing there, I think, because we ended up getting. Did you guys ever hear about the $100 sandwich?
No.
Well,
So
that's
the
what we
whole
got.
there was all this controversy about Disneyland will have a $100 sandwich at the PIM test kitchen, the Ant-Man
Okay.
food
Some
kitchen.
people are like, "Where'd you get
Everyone's like,
$100?
$100? What the fuck? And the reason why it's $100 is because it's like
it's
a
the size
giant-
of 15
Yeah.
burgers.
yeah.
Yes.
Well, it's like a giant Cuban sandwich, pretty much. Like it's got like pastrami and salami, I don't
Salami,
know, it's got all
cheese, yeah.
cheese, and it's this
Pickles.
fucking giant fucking sandwich, and they just cut it into like 12 slices.
Because there was 8 of us, and we all just had that for dinner.
Yeah, and so we all
Yeah.
shared this like giant sandwich. It was really good.
Yep.
Well, that sounds like you had a good time.
And
Well, there
then,
was one more thing.
And then
Uh-oh.
we went to the Spider-Man ride.
There's a Spider-Man ride?
There's a Spider-Man ride.
Did you know
Do
this
you
shit?
like that?
I know Spider-Man ride in Islands of Adventure.
Islands of
in
Adventure.
Florida.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is probably
Which is a
different,
great
isn't it?
ride.
Which is a great
At
ride.
least it was back in the day.
Is that a
No,
roller coaster?
It's like a motion simulator built.
Walls go up.
with-
kinda.
I see. No, this
Okay.
is
But
different.
it moves.
Okay.
It's like a motion simulator with screens and it moves. Yeah, and it's 3D and shit.
Okay.
Okay, so this was like, did you ever go on that Midway Mania, the Toy Story?
Or
ride?
Astro
the
Blasters.
shooty one, right?
Yeah, the shoot one.
But Midway Mania more
More so?
specifically.
Yeah, because of the glasses and
it's
everything.
exactly
Yeah.
the same ride system.
But you're shooting web?
But you're shooting. So Spider-Man, you meet Spider-Man before the ride starts.
What up, I'm Peter
and he
Parker,
goes,
but
"Oh,
actually,
he's-
I'm a mild mannered.
Yeah.
Is it Tom Holland?
It's
It
Tom
is Tom.
Holland, and he's
I'm your favorite neighborhood-friendly spoiled man.
I'm from New
Perfect.
York.
Boy,
Born and raised.
says here in me paper, man.
Let me check my papers.
Anyway, so he like invented these like cute little robot spider things that are
Okay.
like meant to do something good.
And
And
then-
then he's like, and then I invented this thing that can replicate them, and they just can replicate each other. And then it goes wrong, and he replicates like a million of
And you
them.
gotta
So we gotta
eradicate
and you
destroy
those
gotta
them.
destroy them. So you get on the fucking car, and you just go to like you spin around to these
Well, the cool
screens.
thing is,
That's the cool thing.
is that you don't have any control.
No
You just
controller.
use your hand.
You just go
and
do
you go like
Spider-Man
this.
hands.
Yeah,
You do
and
this.
the aim is like accurate.
It's very
yeah.
accurate.
Wait, do you have like things on your wrist?
No.
It's
Things.
just picking up your motions.
Yeah.
Reading your motions. It's pretty cool.
We're living in a crazy time, guys.
But
We're done. We
But-
are done.
Oh,
This is the end.
Wait, did you pulled your dick out?
if
You were
pull
shooting
your
it-
dick out,
you were shooting-
you get extra points. No, they also included this extra element to the ride.
What would it be? Like he's being very coy. and
You're
they're-
not gonna.
They're both looking
You're
at each
never
other.
gonna
like,
guess.
You got to tell them.
You're never
Just tell them
Yeah, it
from out
sounds
because before
scandalous.
we went on it, we saw a demonstration.
Yeah, but I think. So
Well,
I have to-
come on
it's-
now.
It's better to explain it this way.
Okay.
So the ride has an extra element, and it basically forces parents to like buy shit for their kids. What it is you can buy these web shooter
Bastards.
things.
I'm never taking my
Yeah,
son
don't
there.
take your kids, dude. It's
take
bad.
me.
And if you have those on,
Do you
when
get
you're
extra-
in the ride,
You get
you
extra
get
points.
extra shit.
Points. You just get extra points.
No, it gives you like different
shit.
webs. Like
Oh,
like,
I
you
didn't
can
know
have
that.
electrified webs or like
Okay,
fire
okay.
webs and. Yeah,
Not cool.
And there's ones that are colored for girls, and there's ones that are
Yeah,
colored for
yeah.
boys.
Not
And they
cool,
all
Disney,
do different
Marvel.
things. And all I could think of was, fuck you, Disney, and fuck you, Marvel, for making this stupid shit that is
Yeah.
clearly meant to get you to spend more fucking money in their goddamn
yeah.
theme park. And it serves no other purpose than to maybe give you fake imaginary points.
Every Imagineer meeting is this. It's like, great, everything that you guys made here is great, but imagine
imagine
if we
that-
could make some more money.
What if they had to buy something?
What if they
What
had-
if you added a part where they had to buy something?
Right at the
Yeah,
end, you know what I'm
yeah.
talking about?
Dude, and the thing is like you go into that shop where they sell all that stuff, and there's like this big giant scoreboard behind the cash
yeah.
register,
Nice.
and it shows you all the latest scores, and of course kids are like, Mommy, I want to be the high score boy.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're
Brilliant.
all laughing about how
Brilliant business plan.
we're all laughing about how stupid this
Geniuses.
shit is, right?
Bastards.
We're all laughing about how stupid it is. It's so stupid.
Who bought it?
Fuck this fucking stupid trash, and fuck Disney for making us do, for even in entertaining the idea that we'd want this shit. Okay, you fucking crooks. We turn the corner outside of the shop, and there's this guy demonstrating it. On like he's got these you can also buy the little robot
spider
spiders.
robots.
Okay.
They're remote controlled and they can fight each other. It was kind of stupid actually. But he also had the wrist things, and I was like, can you show us how it what it does outside of the ride?
And we were all there, so it was like all 8 of us
and
standing
he's like,
around.
oh
now.
yeah, I'll show you how it works. And he's like, here's how it works. It does this thing, and it has web shooters. I can't tell you how quickly I went into the store to buy
I
it.
was gonna say, how many did you?
After he showed me the
Well, yeah.
web shooters,
After he showed-
because every single one of us all knew exactly, everyone looked at me pretty much
Yep.
and was like, you have to buy that.
You're gonna know why.
And I'm going to show you why, because I have it right here. I'm going to show it to you.
Whoa.
Okay.
I can't believe this organically happened.
Hey guys, I hope you're enjoying the 200th episode of the Valleycast. Wow, can you believe it? Me neither. Wait till you hear a fun story from Joe in a little bit. But first, I'm going to tell you about some products and services I think you might like that helps the podcast, helps us out, helps you out. So let's dive right into it. It is that special time of the year, guys, when going to the post office gets more and more difficult. So if you're looking for ways to skip the trip to the post office and dodge all that hectic holiday shopping traffic, why not save time and money with Stamps.com. Stamps.com lets you compare rates, print labels, and access exclusive discounts on UPS and USPS services all year long. It just makes sense, especially if your business sends more mail and packages during the holidays. I know I tend to send more mail and packages during the holidays, and I have quite frequently used Stamps.com, and I find them to be incredibly convenient, and they fully deliver on all of the things that we're talking about right now. Whether you're selling online or you're running an office or side hustle, Stamps.com can save you so much time, money, and stress during the holidays. Access all the post office and UPS shipping services you need without taking the trip, and get discounts you can't find anywhere else, like up to 40% off USPS rates and 76% off UPS. Going to the post office instead of using Stamps.com is kind of like taking the stairs, instead of the elevator. This makes it easier. You're just going up a couple floors? Sure. Take the stairs. Walking up 30 flights a day, you could maybe use a break. If you spend more than a few minutes a week dealing with mail and shipping, Stamps.com is an absolute lifesaver. You'll have so much time and money, you'll wonder why you didn't start sooner. So, save time and money this holiday season with Stamps.com. Sign up with promo code ValleyCast for a special offer that includes a 4-week trial, free postage, and a digital scale so you can know how much your stuff weighs. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click the microphone at the top of the page, and enter the code ValleyCast. Just go to Stamps.com, click the microphone at the top of the page, and enter ValleyCast. Guys, I don't know if you know this about me, but I used to wear really uncomfortable business attire quite frequently. I liked it. I thought it looked cool, but then I got bored and I got uncomfortable with it and I didn't like it anymore. And guess what? Good news, work attire these days has changed. The days of wearing uncomfortable business attire are over, thank goodness. But you don't have to sacrifice style for comfort with Cuts Clothing. Oh my goodness, I love Cuts. They're the most comfortable shirt in the world. Absolutely my favorite company for shirts. They are so unbelievably, they're the best. I love them. In 2016, Cuts founder Stephen Borelli set out to create clothes ready for every occasion the modern man faces. He started by reinventing the t-shirt. In the end result, what GQ magazine calls the only shirt worth wearing. And that is very correct. GQ really hit the nail on the head there. And there's never been a better time to give Cuts Clothing a try because Cuts is kicking off the holiday sale season early with 30% off site-wide now through December 3rd. I'm gonna use this. So what's my favorite Cuts Clothing item to wear? I'll tell you. It's all of the different t-shirts. They are the most comfortable thing in the world, and they don't make my body feel uncomfortable when I go out in public, nor do they make my body feel uncomfortable on a physical level because of that sweet, sweet fabric that they got the entire time. It's absolutely wonderful. I wear it as much as possible. It's great for all occasions. The material, I'll tell you about it. It's the signature buttery soft, custom engineered Pika Pro tri-blend tee. It's a bold new take on a classic design, combining the ultimate blend of high-quality cotton, polyester, and spandex. You heard that right. Oh, and by the way, the style, it's professional enough for going back to the office, but comfortable enough for working from home. Cuts has innovated the work-leisure category, so you can work anywhere confidently. I'll probably be checking that particular style out when I go to the website. Variety, exclusive collection of clothing for all occasions and seasons, including polos, bomber jackets, joggers, and more. I'm telling you, they're absolutely the best high-quality clothes I've ever had, and I love them so much. So anyway, Ship Again in 2021 is coming. In preparation, Cuts is starting their sale season early for you with 30% off site-wide starting November 9th, so you can have worry-free holiday shopping. Head on over to cutsclothing.com today to get 30% off site-wide through December 3rd and upgrade your wardrobe with their world-famous shirts, joggers, and their all-new outerwear. That is cutsclothing.com. That's cutsclothing.com. cutsclothing.com to get 30% off site-wide through December 3rd. You won't regret it. They're the greatest shirt in the whole wide world. GQ told me so, but my opinion matters just as much as theirs, in my opinion. Have you looked in the mirror recently? Really, really looked. That beard you grew out over the last year was a hot new thing for you, for a moment anyway, but now it's just hot outside. You know what I'm talking about? Even though it shouldn't be right now, it is. It's like 90 degrees, and you need to tame that bad boy. Harry's can help. You guys know about Harry's. I use them all the time when I shave. They're absolutely wonderful, and it feels nice in my hand. If you don't know Harry's, it's time you do. Harry's was created to be different from other shaving companies. Harry's crafts high-quality, long-lasting blades and durable weighted handles that make a close, comfortable shave quick and, dare we say, actually enjoyable. I think you can say so, Harry's. And because Harry's insists that you should not have to choose between a great shave and a fair price, they just go ahead and give you both. That seems pretty nice. Refill blades start as low as $2. That is a pretty easy decision if you ask me. Even easier, new Harry's customers get their starter set, which includes a 5-blade razor, weighted handle, foaming shave gel with aloe, and a travel cover. It's a $13 value, all for just, guess what, $3. That's insane. And it's a good deal, and it comes in a box, and it looks nice, and it's fun to open. Plus, Harry's offers a wide range of amazing face and body care products for men, all delivered right to your door, because it's time that you also started taking care of your skin and your body, and you gotta moisturize all the time. And you have to start now, because if you don't, you're gonna get older, and you're gonna wish, I wish I'd have taken that offer at the Valleycast, because I would have look younger, and I would have had a cleaner, I would have had a more enjoyable personal hygiene experience. I think that's really important. Okay, so there's never been a better time to try Harry's. Go to harrys.com/vcast to get their starter set for just $3, you guys. It's 100% satisfaction guaranteed, so you got nothing to lose. Go to harrys.com/vcast right now to get this special offer. That's harrys.com/vcast. Go to harrys.com/vcast to get your starter set for $3 and shave your face. Okay, back to the show. Enjoy.
right?
Those don't look like web
It
shooters.
did.
That looks like a walkie-talkie.
So-
that looks like
You
a.
put it
so-
on your wrist.
Yeah, I wasn't. I was.
It
I don't know what I was
basically-
expecting, but I
It
think
basically looks like this without the attachments, okay? And you put it on your hand like that.
Which one of these is
describe
like
this
25
for our
bucks?
audio listeners.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
really.
So it's basically like
Almost like a big Ben 10
it
watch.
looks like,
Like a
a,
Big Ben
thing
10
that
watch.
if you're under
Yeah.
house arrest, that's on your
right,
ankle.
like a house arrest, but for your arm.
It's like one of those ink tags when you're at
Yeah.
the store. And
Yeah.
you can't go
a giant ink tag.
yeah,
stealing
so
your
it's-
jeans.
like an Ant-Man size
Okay.
Exactly.
ink tag.
So it's just this kind of wrist thing, and you can adjust it to be tighter
Okay.
or not.
That's
on
actually
your-
an engineering marvel in itself. The whole like tighten it on your arm real quick. That's
it's
nice.
really well made.
I like that.
actually. Like in a world where they had a team.
Just the,
In a-
the immediate selling of the
Here's
product.
one. Well, of course it's well made.
You don't have
Hold
to
on a
say
second.
it's well made.
Hold on. I'm not recommending you get this.
It's working on you.
I'm not recommending you get this. I'm saying it's well made because it's like if
It-
you're
it could
gonna
be total shit.
So let's
Yeah.
think about Star Wars Land, right? In a Star Wars Land, you're like people got to be able to make lightsabers, right?
Yep.
And if you're gonna make lightsabers, it's got to be fucking good.
And they are good.
And it's very good. So if you're making a Marvel Land and you have Spider-Man,
You gotta make it
you gotta
count.
make a good fucking Spider-Man thing.
A product that you stand by.
I mean, listen. Again, I am not recommending that
There's
you buy
one
this.
reason why he
I
wanted
I
it.
truly don't think this is worth it.
All
I
right,
still
I
don't.
got
I need to see what's
Because I want to see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you need to-
Let's do
Okay,
it.
so this is the web shooter attachment.
Okay.
It attaches straight to the thing.
Everything you need to know is learned by that sound that just came through
And-
that plastic on plastic.
So you put it on like this,
Look at this thing.
and you
Okay.
tighten it up.
Listen to that.
Okay, and then you turn it on right here.
YouTube.com/The Valley Folk if you need
Awesome.
to
It's
see
got a
this
cool.
visually.
Yes, if you want to see the video, it's on
Awesome.
youtube.com/.
This was awesome.
Yeah, it scares you when he has his water that close
let
to
me
the
have
computer.
Well, I want him to. I don't want him to.
So
Oh, no.
again, here's the cool sound again.
Okay.
So just
turning
turned
it
on.
Very
That's some
marvelly.
Stark technology.
All right, you ready for some Spider-Man web shooters? Wait. Oh no.
Wait.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Don't.
Are you?
Tell me that you wouldn't. That you tell me. You.
Doing it? Is that as
That's
far as
all
it goes?
you had to see.
How much did that cost?
It was $60. All told, $60, and you can change the color of that thing.
Oh my god!
You got that because you're throwing ropes.
Because
That's the
it
only reason.
totally looks like jizz.
yeah. No, I get it. No, we get
And then
it.
Kevin
Show
did
what I-
the
yeah.
It's
best
also
thing.
in it.
Look what Kevin learned you could do.
Just
right into your palm.
It just seeps. Even without the cum similarities, it's hilariously disappointing.
Hilariously
Yeah,
disappointing.
cum aside.
But when he showed me that,
We all looked at Steve.
I was like, you know I need this. You guys fucking know I need this shit.
That is unbelievable.
For our audio listeners, it was the most disappointing web sling.
No, it's way more satisfying than you think.
It is way.
You gotta do it.
But then we're all sitting eating the.
We're eating our sandwich, and I just keep dunking it into the marinara
kids
sauce. Oh yeah, and kids are everywhere, and I'm putting it in his hair, and like.
Wow, the speed at which it works too.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
fast because he probably gets in a lot of
And
jams.
you've
Spider-Man.
So and honestly, like as far as like the functionality for the ride goes, not worth it. Not worth it
Can
at all.
the guy, because we had another friend who got one also, and he used it on the ride, and I ended up beating him without it.
Well,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah, because you're waiting on
so
the whole
I
time.
had it, and Heather and I forgot who else was in the ride with us, but
Yeah.
Heather beat
Jonathan
us.
Stamos.
Heather beat us just doing this.
Yeah, see?
and she got way better of a score than I did with that. So you know,
But now
whatever.
you have your little
Maybe she's
your,
better
Yeah.
at it.
Now I've got my web shooter.
your Marvel Disney edition web shooter. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. Isn't that interesting that that's the best they could do with a Spider-Man thing?
I feel like I'm a little like alone at the table here. I'm actually kind of impressed by
no,
it.
look,
I think it's kind of cool.
it's as close as you can get to having that, and also make it work in the
Exactly.
universe of MCU. Make it
Yeah.
look like Peter Parker made it or something.
Because you get those like toys where you actually are shooting some like piece of
Silly
like
string.
fabricated
Yeah.
plastic.
I missed
you
the
know?
silly string one.
The
That
silly
was
string
the
ones
best.
were cool. I thought that's what
Those were
for
cool,
sure.
too.
Yeah, you're right.
But you got to reload. This thing is just
Yeah, it will always
it's just
be.
constantly there.
And can you imagine if they sold something with silly string
string
at
there.
Disneyland?
They
That would
could've.
just
I
be
know it would
game
be a
over.
mess.
Yeah.
Yep.
All the rides would have silly string on all the characters
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah,
It's hilariously not too short, but definitely not long enough.
definitely not.
I'm sure it's some like this is how long you can go without strangling a baby.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's just it's not long enough.
Yeah. There's something the FDA said something about it.
So funny.
Anyway, so my overall my score of Avengers Campus, I'd say out of 10 was maybe like a 5.
Interesting. Sounds
I
like
would
they had
say
a
a
great
6.
time,
Yeah, sounds really
especially
good.
with the Ant-Man
Solid
stuff.
time.
It was
Yeah.
the Ant-Man was really cool, and I think there's another ride.
Did you go
being
on?
built.
Did you guys go on the Tower of Terror?
They-
You
I
would
did.
never would.
I
I love it.
absolutely
It's
did.
Yeah,
so
it was so
good.
great. It's
Really?
so great.
The
Yeah.
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Have you
Yeah,
never?
because
no,
I
no,
was,
years before.
You've been on the Guardians one?
Yeah, man. I was on Guardians, but I also did the Tower of Terror.
Well, I
before.
liked the Tower of Terror.
Me
So when
too.
I found out that this was going to be Guardians, I got real
Bummed.
sad.
Me
Yeah.
But
too.
then when I went on it, I was like, okay, this
It's
still
impressive.
Is
Cool.
nice.
It's
I
super
still
That's
impressive.
what
miss it.
happens. Most people who were really mad about it changing to Guardians win on it, and then we're like, okay.
I mean,
it's
they made it
cool.
real fun. They
Yeah.
made it real cool. Yeah.
Most people are like okay with it.
They just have to
now.
get over their like nostalgia for
Yeah,
a second.
I think so. And plus, it still exists in Florida. The Florida.
Oh, really?
And it's
Yeah.
longer and better than in Florida.
Yeah, the Florida one was always better than the California one. Yeah.
Okay. Transitioning.
Okay.
Have you guys heard of the brass rock band Brass Against? And did you happen to hear what happened on November 12th that took Twitter by storm for a little bit?
Wait, no.
Okay, so Brass Against is a all brass band with a lady front woman who they do hardcore covers with brass instruments, kind of like a ska band, but no, just brass. No, I'm not talking like guitars and stuff.
I don't want to hear this.
No, I'm done too. Thank you, Steve.
They cover Rage Against the Machine, Tool,
Oh, cool.
like all of these like
How many-
like hardcore. What's that?
How many people are in it?
It's like 10, about 10,
Okay.
I think. And it's
Okay.
just they've got tubas and trombones
Yeah.
and trumpets and all this stuff. And I want Steve to come back to hear this next
Yes.
part. But I was scrolling. So there's going to be 2 parts to this story. I was scrolling through Twitter and I something caught my attention. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll watch this video that seems okay, but people seem to be having a lot of opinions
I
about
didn't
it.
see anything about this.
And then I was scrolling down in the comments of this said post and found a very fun meme attached to somebody that we know personally, which was a fun little extra
Okay.
to that.
Okay.
But I'll get to the story after these. Steve.
Yes.
No, and we're back. Okay.
That's me.
Okay, so they were performing at a live event, a concert, and a big outdoor gathering,
Okay.
and they're on stage, and I'm just gonna read you the recap from Loudwire, which seems to cover music, because I really like this article, and I just kind of want to read the article as I go. So
Great.
they're playing "Wake Up" by Rage Against the Machine. They're an all brass band.
Okay.
They have this attractive, kick-ass front woman, and here we go. Brass Against stole the show yesterday at Welcome to Rockville when frontwoman Sophia Urista
Nice.
That's not a real name.
peed on a willing fan while performing on stage.
Oh, okay.
As she sang Rage Against the Machine's Wake Up, Urista unleashed a powerful stream
And
as
if you
a...
don't know, that song goes, "Wake up, why don't you put on a little makeup?"
No, that's not, that is not correct.
You wanted to. Why don't you?
Even
Wanted
though
to.
that would work just as... You wanted to.
And then she's just pissing.
Urista unleashed a powerful stream as a fan lay face up on the festival stage.
Great.
I'm going to go backwards just a little bit in the article because this article specifically says Brass Against came out and made a statement about the events from last night. And
Okay.
Brass Against tweeted,
Yes. Yes, we did.
"We had a great time last night at Welcome to Rockville. Sophia got carried away.
This is like a fake is like a Christopher Guest.
That's not something the rest of us expected, and it's not something you'll see again at our shows. Thanks for bringing it last night, Daytona. So now we're going to go back to the rest of the article.
That's all you had to say.
In case you're
That's all you
unfamiliar,
had to say. Yeah, it was Daytona.
it brought it
What
out
do you
of
have
her.
to say for yourself, Elliot?
In case you're unfamiliar with Brass Against, the rock collective creates brass versions of songs from Tool, Rage Against the Machine, Soundgarden, Black Sabbath, and many others. Tom Morello has even given the group the seal of his approval. Ting! Anyway, a fan in attendance got golden showered for reasons that remain unclear. He appeared to have a GoPro on his head at first, but it fell off as he began to lay on the ground. The dude seemed to enjoy himself, though, with the crowd going absolutely nuts as Eurista let loose on the guy.
Urethra?
Pretty close. The band continued playing throughout the bridge of Wake Up like everything was normal while Eurista repeated Zach De La Rocca's haunting "I think I heard a shot" lyric.
So do you think she pulled her pants down and was like fully
The video,
frontal?
I saw the video, and it's still up on every platform.
And she
Alright, I'm
legit
pulling
just
it.
And
pulled
she
What do I type in?
put Eurista,
How do you spell that?
Brass Against,
R-E.
and it'll be one of the first Urista.
Baristne.
Urine.
Once the stream ceased, the pee-drinking gentleman celebrated like his first child had just been born.
Gentleman.
He rattled
Yeah,
off some
it's a good
Tiger
movie.
Woods arm pumps and followed it up by spraying pee from his mouth like Triple H entering the ring at WrestleMania.
Gross. Disgusting.
Loudwire tweets at
Awful.
at Brass Against later that night and says, "You up?" And Brass Against replies, "We're still processing. This was profoundly unexpected." So that's the
here we
thing,
go.
guys.
Here she
She's
goes.
kinda
But
cute.
listen.
Did you see her? She's
This
cute.
has never happened before. This woman has never done anything like this. The band is not
This
known
is
for any.
weird.
She just did it live on stage, and it was like buckets, you guys.
She let it rip for a good 10 seconds or so. The downpour of urine absolutely buried the man's face, and he even spit some out, which came shooting up looking like a spray of water. Yeah, it's freaking gnarly and gross as hell.
Wow.
It's an unbelievable moment.
Show Elliot.
So is it possible that these
He'll
are
love
just
it.
pictures?
It's just pictures.
Is it possible that it's like
Just
a
gives you an
gimmick?
idea.
Is it possible it's a gimmick?
She's never
And
done.
she hasn't said a statement.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Is it possible that it's like a big stunt?
No, she pulls him down and she goes, "It's
Stop
real."
showing Elliot.
It's
I got it.
you
I
could see
it.
you could
I
see her
it.
bandmate in the background, like just kind of like a guy.
Yeah.
It's like
This would have been a source-fed story. She's cute. Did you see
Oh
her?
my god.
It would have been a SourceFed
Yeah.
video that writes its. I don't want to see that. Nah, I got it.
Kevin,
I
you
got
wanna
it. I got it.
okay, well,
She must have. Maybe she just really had to pee.
I mean, I'm not into pee-pee stuff, but I let this woman pee on me, I think.
well,
I mean,
so slow too. She's taking her time.
yeah, you guys are gonna have to do commentary if you're just gonna sit there.
Okay,
and
well,
watch
she
it.
just pulled down her
No, the
pants.
guy on the trumpet seems to be pretty unfazed.
She's squatting down.
squatting, but
and she
pee-pee
just
has not
started
begun.
pee. No, she did.
anyway, this is our 200th
Oh, there it goes.
episode.
There it is. There it is. Now the pee-pee's starting. It really is quite a lot of piss.
No, it's a
Wow,
lot.
it is. It is. I mean, he's spitting it out. Yeah, Dude.
I think I heard a shot.
Yeah, the band.
They
is
just kept
fine
because
with
they're
it.
they're professionals and they kept going.
No.
the
I
show
just
must
feel
go
like
on.
The
How
fact
is
that
that
you're
not-
doing.
No.
Just the
no.
fact that you're doing a cover.
I love that. I love
You're
that.
doing someone else's song, and you have the audacity to pee on stage during it.
The title of this like tweet with the video in it Iona just says Rockville is really crazy.
Yeah.
So
I'm surprised that video's not taken down though.
Sophia got carried away.
I mean, there's no other better way to say it.
unbelievable, but it is very interesting that from what I can tell so far, there's no like backlash. I don't know like what the legality of something like that is.
What would
Yeah.
it even be?
I don't-
Willing partners and
I don't know. You're on stage in a public forum.
more maybe concern might be the
Yeah.
emotion.
But so I was going through the comments and everybody was like, it's the internet, so there's a lot of like cools. There's a lot of like kind of gross, but there are way more like. At first I was like, nah, but now I'm like,
Oh no.
and I'm going like lower and lower and lower, and like 5 comments down, I see Keith Leak Jr.'s face, and there's a meme of him. Where it's there's a picture of him on the top and a picture of him on the bottom, and the first one of him is just like looking concerned at a computer screen, and then the second one is him taking off his pants.
Oh,
with
that's
the
Like
great.
unzip.
oh no.
Size unzips.
Yeah. So shout out to Keith Leak Jr.
I mean, look, man.
It was it is a
I hope they were
shocking
vaccinated.
moment. Yeah, maybe. Anyways, that's what I wanted to bring
That's
to the
why
podcast.
I think he made a great point why masks are a great thing to keep around.
You know what? I think in this case it
back
may be. Well, guys, look. What a fun 200th episode this was, huh? We went through the gamut of topics.
Joe, I wish you had not told me about that.
I liked the video, actually. I liked it.
You liked it?
Yeah.
You have the.
No, I'm not like into it, but I liked it.
Okay. I didn't like
Thank
it.
you guys so much for watching the show. You didn't like it?
No.
Not even a little bit?
It's a lot
Up
to
until the
take
point
in.
that she started peeing.
But you didn't like it even as a video that exists?
No, I think that's a good movie.
Like,
No.
aren't you glad that exists?
I am glad it
That's
exists.
what
You're
I'm
right.
That's what I'm saying.
but
So,
if you-
guys, what's your favorite piss video?
If you make it all the way through that video, like I said, she finishes, she pulls up her pants, she doesn't wash her hands.
She's being very. She even shakes it
She
off.
takes a shirt and she puts it over the
Man?
where the man left and jumped back very happily into the audience. She takes a shirt and puts it over the puddle, I guess. And then they all finish the song off big, and then they put their arms around each other. They do an awkward bow at the end.
And that's the end of the show.
And that's
if
the end.
I was in that crowd and I saw a guy go on stage, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh,
And
good
the
for him. He's going to come back down. He's going to have such cool memories.
He's gonna
And he
have such
comes
good
back covered in urine. I would be in my car in 5 seconds. I would be on the interstate. I'd be in the
comes
drive.
back-
I'd be in the drive-through at McDonald's in 10 seconds.
You would wait for him to come back. You would see it happen if you were at that
I know,
show.
but when it registers that he's about to hop off the stage and hop back into the
you
crowd,
don't want him in the crowd.
No.
and he's next to me, I would be like,
Soaking
"Are you
wet.
out of your mind?
Yeah.
Like I'm gone."
I guess you guys have never been to a rock and roll show.
God.
No,
Sometimes
but really,
you get a little blood on
Sometimes
you.
you get peed on.
Sometimes you get.
we
peed
wanted
on.
to make this 200th episode special, so I brought that to the table.
That's
But
great.
for real, let us
glad
know
you did.
what are some of your favorite moments from all of the podcasts that we've done? Because I do have
Yeah.
some. The Peter Pan Catch Some Boys musical that we did at one
Oh
point.
yeah.
That was really fun. There's
Dude,
a
I
lot of
can't.
good
Rant.
ones.
I cannot. Between all these fucking podcasts.
We've had some great guests and
just
stuff.
can't.
So let us know
I
some of your
can't.
favorite moments in the comments.
Your favorite Valley Guys episode was Dynamic Band.
Dynamic banter episode. Yeah.
All right, thanks
All right,
everybody.
Guys, thank you,
Yeah.
Kevin.
What it?
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin.
Kevin did a great job setting up this room
good
with
job,
Joe,
Kevin.
and we all kind of did a little something here.
Wake up!
Take up,
You want it though.
take up, over your pants and piss up.
You want it though.
Piss on nothing, get piss up.